Namaste everyone, welcome to Aphinya Yoga. I am Aphinya. My channel is dedicated to help you and myself to stay young, healthy, and happy, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And today's video is about yoga. I am going to take you in this journey of well-rounded stretch that will help you to clear some of your stress and anxiety. Now, please know that stress and anxiety, when they happen to us, the more beneficial way is to let them go. Or maybe you learn something from them first and then let them go. Choose to cling or hold on to them. It will only make us sick, ill, and weak. Are you ready to get started? Well, let's meet one another on the mat, please. Beside a yoga mat, I would love you to have 2 blocks, a strap, a blanket, and a bolster. Put them way in the back for now, and a knee pad close to your knee when you need them. And let's start by lying down to your back. Interlace your fingers, press them away from the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in and exhale, length long out through the arms and palms and legs. Start to stretch side to side and keep breathing. Exhale, length long and stretch left and right. Start to right away let go of this kinking in the body. Another breath here, please. Exhale, length long through the arms and legs, and do left and right stretch right here. Come to stop. Release your fingers, open your palms wide, palm facing up in an airplane position, and start rocking your hips side to side. Breathe in and out through your nose. Stop rocking your hips here, rolling circle your ankles toward one another. And you go for 3 more here. 1, 2, 3, and change the direction, please. Three more times right here. 1, 2, 3. Mindfully draw your knees together toward your chest. Hug and rock side to side. Now let go of the hugging. Open your arms out like wing, palm facing up again, and start circle your knees. You open your knees apart and circle them away. Inhale. Let them meet at the end, and exhale, draw them together back toward your chest, and repeat that. Keep going. How about 3 more times here? 1, 2, 3, and please change the direction. Here we go. And 3 more times here. 1, 2, 3. Bring your arms and legs up toward the sky with bent elbow and knees, and start shaking. Wrist, ankles, forearms, calf muscles. Stop shaking. Bring your feet down, hip distance apart to the mat. Open your arms out like wing, palm facing up again. And we go into windshield wiper. Exhale, drop your knees side to side. And start breathing normally. This is going to help you start moving the muscles on the lower back of your body. Pay attention of how the movement change that kink in the body. Should you move a little slower or a little bit quicker? Mindfully bring your knees back up center. Now have your right ankle above your left knee. And you use your hands or maybe a strap, okay? You're going to thread through the space between the leg and on the outside of your left leg. Interlace your palms either behind the thighs or the front of the shin and draw your left leg in toward your chest while you keep squaring your right leg with your chest. If your shoulders are lifted, please make your arms longer by using the strap. Your shoulder should be on the ground as you draw your left leg in. We stretch the piriformis muscles right here is one of the closest hip joint. We breathe 3 more deep breaths right here. You keep your jaw relaxed. One. Imagine that you draw the breath into the hip area. Feel the expansion when you inhale and letting it go when you exhale. One more breath right here, please. Your jaw, your neck, your shoulders are relaxed. Then you let go of your left leg. Uncross your right leg. Now bring your left ankle above your right knee and you do the same thing with your right leg. See, can you interlace your palms, lift your right leg and bring your right leg in with your own hands without lifting your shoulder off from the floor, or maybe you should make your arms longer by using the strap. Okay? Deep breath in and out through your nose. Please spread your toes and breathe right here 3 more breaths. One. Just slow down the world around you. Exhale. 2. Nice and deep. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Then let go of your right leg. Bring your right foot down. Bring your left foot to meet your right foot. Then open your knees apart. Let it open as far as it can go. And you are going to be in this supine butterfly pose or Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, interlace your palm and reach your palms away from your trunks again. And as you exhale, nice and long, breathe and length. And you also rock your knees side to side. 2 more breaths. Hip area is a common area for some of us to store stress and anxiety. So the more we open, the easier we will let go of that sensation. Stop rocking your knee. Let go of your fingers. Go on either side of your knee and bring your leg up. Knees meet. Draw your knees together toward your chest and rock side to side. Drop both of them this time to the right. Maybe use your right hand to press it on the outside of your left knee. Lengthen your left hips away from you so your trunk is nice and long and left shoulder is on the ground. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, length through your sitting bone, out through the knee. Maybe look toward your left palms. Close your eyes and get inward. 2 more breaths, please. Deep breath in. Exhale, the breath go, the body sinks. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders are heavy, the hips lengths away from your trunk. Then inhale, bring your knees up center, look up toward the ceiling, and go to the other side, please. If holding the outsides of the leg is really too much for you, please know that you have an option not to do that. You can have your arms wide open like wing palm facing up. No big deal at all. Just keep lengthening the hips away from you. Even lift your chest up and away from your hip as well. Look up or toward your right shoulder, but gaze inward. 2 more deep breaths here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, nice and deep. Exhale, the breath go, the body sinks, the muscles are heavy. Keep your knees where they are. I want you to look up toward the ceiling and start to look toward where your legs are, okay? So you turn your body into the same direction. Then carefully use your right hand to push yourself up and away from the floor and take yourself to a tabletop position. Now this is the time you are going to grab a knee pad, put it across the long side edge of your mat, and have your knees on top of it. Spread your fingers apart. Okay. Arms a little bit wider than your shoulders. Knees right underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under. And we are going to make a spinal circulation right here. Are you ready? Here we go. The way to do it and be more gentle with your wrist is that you should move away from your wrist and also forward into your wrist, okay? So what you're going to do is that when you move away from to your wrist, let's say shift your weight to one side of the wrist and push your weight toward the knee. And when that happens, start rounding your back and round, and shift the weight toward the other knee and start to shift your weight forward to the same size of your wrist and arch your back. And shift from one wrist to the other as you arch, and then start to go back toward the knee and round your back. And then circle to the other knee as you round, and then come forward to the same size of your wrist and arch your back. Shift to the other wrist as you arch, and then go back toward the knee and start to round your back. Are you getting that motion yet? And you just try to get that motion. So as you can see, we shift from wrist to knee, so your wrists have an opportunity to kind of slowly taking this flexion, so it doesn't stay in the flexion or forever, especially at the beginning of it, and it might not feel so great. When you get a hold of it with your trunk, start adding your neck. So we make it complete right here. Can you do 3 more? 1, 2, 3, and go to the other direction, please. And you take this right, so just move. Maybe you close your eyes and really get inward and observe what's happening inside of yourself. Breathe fluidly. Make your breath nice, long and deep. We do 3 more right here. And 1, and 2, and 3. And I would love you to come back to stop, okay? Now from here, thread the needle. Keep your left palms to the floor. You're going to shift the weight onto your left palm and get your right hand off on the floor. You can extend it to the side first. You don't have to. And from that exhale, you are going to thread through the space between your left hands and knee and look up toward the sky and keep threading. Look up and really bring your right cheek toward the floor. If that doesn't work, please bring a block and get the cheeks or the sides of your head on that, okay? And come high in your left fingertips so you actually have more space right here. When that happens, now start to lengthen your left hips away from you. 2 more breaths. Any one of you that you can really bring your cheek or the right side of your skull on the floor, enjoy that. Keep lengthening your left hips away from you. Last breath right here. Then carefully push into your left fingertips. Come off from the floor and start to unthread. And as you unthread, keep turning your body to the right side of the house, okay? Open the hip and kick your right leg back behind you. Now, if you need more height, put a block underneath your left palm. You can be on the fingertips on it or make a fist and put the knuckle on the block, okay? Now, left hand, left knee, right leg in one straight line. Take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, push the weight toward your right foot. And from your right foot, lengthening all the way up the leg, hip, trunk, and out through the fingertips. Inhale, engage your core, draw your core in. And exhale, push the weight toward the foot. And then turn your body a little bit up toward the sky and lengthen out through the right side's body. Can you do 1 more breath right here? And carefully turn back toward the floor, okay? Square the chest toward the short side edge of your mat. Grab 2 blocks this time. Use it at the highest of the block. And step your right leg forward. Square the hip. Hug your thigh in toward the midline of the body. Engage your core and come upright with your trunk. Back foot, tuck your toes under. We are going to do Anjaneyasana and we are going to do it more gentler so you stretch your hip flexor at where you are. So take a deep breath in and lift your chest up toward the sky, engage your core. Exhale, lunge forward. Inhale, lift your chest up, core in, neck is long. Exhale, lunge forward. Now as you lunge, the deeper you go, check your right knee. Make sure it stays on top of the ankle. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lift your chest, engage your core, neck nice and long, and exhale, lunge. Can you draw your shoulder blade together on your back too? And then 1 more, inhale, lift the chest, core engage, neck long, and exhale, lunge. Your alignment is really important. Now from here, your right foot, push it into the floor and shift your hip back toward the back knee and start to look for block and put your hands on them. You are going to start to stretch your right leg. Runner stretch. Stay on your heel and lift your toes up and spread them apart. Hips square toward the short side edge of your mat. Still imagine a stick between your thighs and you hug that stick with the thighs and engage your core. When you engage your core, you should feel that your tailbones also rooting down toward the bottom, the back knee. We need that. We need to root in order to rise effectively. So when you rise out through the crown of your head, then exhale, send your chest forward and toward the floor. Okay? Now is your hamstrings muscle here, 3 more breaths. Keep your back elongated as you try to get your chest closer to that front leg, no matter what that means. If you cannot go so far down, you don't have to. Last breath here, but you keep challenging your hamstrings muscles. Get your chest forward and toward that front leg the best you can. Keep your jaw relaxed. Now push into the block, push into that front foot, bring your chest up and away from the floor. And drag your right foot in until you can put the soles of the foot toward the ground. You are going to come off from the back knee and cross your left leg behind your right leg. Now we target the lateral part of the hips and the legs. Okay? Same thing here. Get your back elongated first. Even though you have to stack your blocks into 2 of them, you should, in order to keep your back elongated. Okay? Press firm on the big toe side edge of your feet. Engage your core. Spine nice and lengthened. Inhale, chest go one direction, tailbone go to the other. And exhale, send your chest down toward the floor. I need 3 breaths from you here. Inhale nice and deep, relax your jaw, and exhale, go deeper into the earth. Now, the closer to the floor you can go, it means the shorter the distance between your arms, block, and floor, right? Inhale nice and deep. But keep using the block at the height that help you to keep your spine elongated. Last breath here. Inhale nice and deep. Exhale. This time, bend both knees. Step your left leg back behind you. Pivot to the left. Have your feet parallel toward one another. Pasarita Padottanasana. Then bend your knees slightly. Hug your shins in. Push your thighs out and straighten your leg. Once again, I'm going to turn into the front direction. Long spine and exhale. Same idea here. Chest go forward and go closer to the earth. Now your legs are nice and strong. Put more weight toward your feet. Okay? Less on your arms. 3 more breaths. Long spine, exhale, go as closer to the floor as you can. 1. 2. Please don't force your body to go so low toward the earth and you rounding your back. Last breath here. It's no benefit to get deep with your back is rounded, okay? Now carefully, I'm going to turn back where I should be. Bend both knees and turn back toward the front of the mat. Let's finish with one last stretch that we didn't do it yet. Now here, toe your right foot to the right a little bit more and bring your right hand inside of your right leg. Get your left knee down toward the floor. Get into runner stretch right here. Right knee over the ankle, diagonal the foot slightly, body diagonal to the left. Okay? Now hip back, core in, chest forward, inhale. And exhale, send your chest down toward the earth. Go one breath at a time to the floor as far as your body can go. Stop where it is really, you cannot push anymore. 2 more breaths. So you learn to challenge your body respectfully. 1, keep your right knee over the ankle at all times. Last breath. And 2. Inhale, come up and away from the floor and carefully drag your right leg back and have your right knee to meet the left. And from here, bring your hands down underneath the shoulder. You can maybe come off from the floor a little bit and have your hands on the blocks and drop your hips side to side. How do you feel now? It feels a little bit better. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Take a deep breath in. We hit most of the muscles already. If it's not already most of them, I have to think just a little bit before I can answer that to myself. So come back center. So we are going to target now on the other side. Come onto a tabletop position. We thread the needle. Right. This time thread your left hand to the right. So balance in your right hand. Remember, you can have the palms or the fist. And then inhale, deep breath. Lift your left hand. And then exhale, thread and look up. And bring the left cheek, the left skull toward the floor or on the block. I just want to show you here. You can see me. Some of us cannot go to the floor. So use the block and make the floor closer to you. And then you use your right hand high on the fingertips. You kind of push it to help you to balance. And then lengthening your right hip back behind you. The length is really important. 2 more breaths. If you are on the floor without the block, it's the same idea. 1. Right hand will help you to kind of hold you up. Keep lengthening your right hip back behind you. You're going to gain more benefit from that instead of make this right side short. So make it long. And then come away from the floor. So you push down to your right hand. Unthread. Keep turning to the left side of the house. Opening the hip, opening the body. Maybe right hands on the block or on the floor. Right. See how much height you need in order to bring your hips over the knee and kick your left leg back behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push into the block. Send the energy to your right foot and length all the way out to your right fingertips. And you have 2 more breaths to do here. I'm going to turn to this direction so you can see. And as you length, spin your belly and your chest a little bit diagonal toward the sky. Last breath right here. Go back to where I came from. And carefully turn your chest toward the floor. Right. Square the hip. Look for another block. That's why you need to make them closer. Come to the highest of the block and step your left leg forward. Point your left foot forward. Tuck your right toe under. Now move without moving your feet. Drag your front heel back and back knee forward. You scissor the legs. Hug the thighs in, engage your core. Inhale, come up with your chest. Exhale, lunge forward. Remember when you lunge, if the left knee go beyond the ankle, keep moving your foot with it. And inhale, engage your core. Root your tailbone down and grow long out through the crown of your head. Exhale, lunge. The deeper you go, look at your left foot. Inhale, chest lift. Core engage. Exhale, lunge. And you have last breath here. Chest is nice and open. Inhale, root down into that right knee as you lift your chest up and lunge, exhale. Then push into your left foot. Send your hip toward your right knee. Chest go forward and start to grab the block. Weight to your right knee. Have your left leg straight. Heels down, toes are up. Spread them. Same idea here. Scissor that front heel and back knee toward one another until your hips square. Hug your thighs in, engage your core and length out through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, send your heart down toward the earth. 3 more breaths. See where your hamstring are in this moment. 1, right? You are going to challenge the muscles. Keep your toes spread without rounding your back. Yeah, you want more from the muscles, but you have to make sure that the muscles respond to what you ask for it. Last breath here. keep your chest extend forward as you try to go downward. And then inhale, press into that blocks to come up and away from your left leg, and drag as you breathe your left foot in until the soles of the foot can be on the earth. Get your right knee off from the floor, and then step forward and cross behind your left leg. Find the height. We come really high off from the floor. Find the height that your back can be lengthened. Press into the big toe side edge of your feet. Long spine. Inhale, core stay lifted. And exhale, send your chest down toward the floor. Relax your jaw. 3 more breaths. Once again, work with the muscles. When you hit the wall, see how you can maybe go a little deeper, or if you cannot, 1, you don't do it. You don't force it too violently, okay? 2, but the breath will help greatly. Last breath. 3. Inhale, lift your chest up and away from that floor and bend both knees. Step your right leg back behind you. Now pivot to the right. Carefully turn your heels in, turn your toes out, walk the block closer to you, and start bending your knees. Have your hands on your thighs, core engaged slowly. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, extend the knees away from you, hands on the thighs, core is in. Take a deep breath in, push down to your feet, lift your chest up and away from the floor. And exhale, length long through the legs. Engage your core, lift your chest. 1 more breath, inhale, push into your feet. Lift the chest and exhale, send the energy out through the knees. Now push into your feet, come off from your knees slightly, and start to turn your feet back parallel toward one another. Stretch your leg, lengthen all the way out through the crown of your head. Engage your core, and then exhale, bow forward. Come all the way, maybe you can go all the way to the floor if you can, or if it's not, have the hands on the blocks, right? Spine nice and long. Bend both knees and now turn toward the front of the mat. We go into the lizard pose. Maybe you can bring your right knee toward the floor first. Get your left hand onto inside of your left foot, heel toe your left leg to the left. Yeah. Then you start to situate your body. Okay. You're gonna walk your left foot to the left enough, and you feel that your hips is nice and open. Diagonal your left foot slightly. Knee go to the same direction with your toes. Your body diagonal to the right. Okay. When you're ready to stretch, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips back, core in, chest forward. Go down. And then inhale. Let the body move up and away from the stretch a little bit. And exhale, go a little deeper. Now, the deeper you go, the more you have to pay attention onto your left knee. 2 more breaths. Because you don't want the knee to come toward your ears, okay? Knee go to the left, chest go to the right. 2, your core is engaged. Last breath here. Then inhale, come up and away from the floor. Have the blocks. Drag your left foot in. Take your left knee to meet the right, and you square the hip at the same time toward the short side edge of your mat. Knee meet, hands underneath the shoulder on the block or not. And you start to drop your hips side to side. Come to stop. Now you're going to go from here and find yourself a seated position. You can kind of take the block closer to you first and sit onto your heel. Can you tuck your toes and sit onto the heel and stretch your toe that way? It's a good thing to learn, especially when you cramp your toes so much. Right? Going to the ball of your feet, take the knee pads away, bring your knees down, sit down, and extend your legs in front of you. Okay. Here you are. Go inside of your thighs. Use both hands. Shift onto one hip. Rotate your inner thigh in, back, and out. Other side. Inner thigh in, back, and out. And you're going to feel your sitting bones are more grounded to the floor. Engage your core. Lift your chest up. Now have your hand behind you and turn your palm a little bit more diagonal to the side. Have your weight on it. Draw your shoulder blade together onto your back. Engage your core. Staff pose. Dandasana. Inhale, lift your chest. Neck is nice and long. Exhale, breathe. It also helps actually to come onto your fingertips. Right here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades together. Engage your core. Neck nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder blades together. Engage your core. Neck nice and long. Spread your toes. Last breath. Chest is lift, core is in, legs is long. And carefully relax. So you relax your leg, relax your chest, and start to drag your right leg in, drag your left leg in, toes together, knees apart. Same idea here. Then from here, relax. Now we're going to go into Upavista Konasana. I think that is the last muscle that we are not yet stretched them. It's the adductor muscles. So you kind of relax everything, right? And get your right legs in. Start to turn your body toward the long side edge of your mat. And open your legs apart. Find that safe position first. And you're going to do the same thing here. Lean into one hip, go into the other leg, and rotate your inner thigh in and out. And other side. Rotate your inner thighs in and out. This is really help you to broaden your hip. And for some of you that are really tight right here, that broaden the hip will maybe take away the tension in your lower back, and you need that in order to make your back a little bit more kind of arch when you're actually in the round position and flat back for so long, okay? Now, some of you right here, you may have to have your hand back behind you and on the block in order to keep your spine elongated as your leg extended out to the side. Some of you, if this is easy, you can start to send your chest forward and to the floor when you exhale. And you can walk your hand forward. So what happens when your spine go forward into the floor? We do this many times. You have to keep in mind, keep going, is that you want to keep your spine elongated at all times. And when you start to feel like your chest is actually not go forward anymore and start to go inward toward your belly, that is a sign that you have to stop and be just at that height. 2 more breaths. It means that you hit the max, right? Last breath. Last time I'm going to say this in this video, I hope, is that you don't want to go toward the floor with your chest and your back is in a rounded position. Your lower back is going to get hurt, okay? Then inhale, come up and away from the floor. We are pretty much done, so lean away from the thighs for a little bit so your knee can be bent, and you go on either side of the knee. Get your legs in front of you, extend it. Now have your hand back behind you and start shaking the legs. And maybe sit cross leg, or sit with your legs, one leg crossed, one leg extended. So you can be on your sitting bone and you have your back as straight as you can. I just want you to use this moment to shake your wrist. Circle your shoulder up and back, up and back. The shoulders, okay, is not just the arm itself. So your shoulder has to be able to move. 3 more. I need to say this because yesterday I went to the gym and I see a gentleman that he tried to really loosen up your jaw, and he didn't really realize that his shoulders are frozen. Change direction, please. So what he does is just moving the arms without paying attention on your shoulders. I mean, paying attention on his shoulder. That's why the awareness is so crucial. 3 more. For us to be healthier, or this full body stretch is so important. So it's going to help also the muscles around the joint to loosen up, but you can really move the joint. Next, big circle with your neck, please. Deep breath in and out through your nose. It's so amazing how relaxed we start to feel and more calm. We also start to regain when our body is a little bit more relaxed, more flexible, more supple. 2 more. And all this tension, stiff, and kink has been moving away from the body. And go to the other side, please. And you give yourself 3 more big circles right here. Keep your spine nice and long. 1. Relax your jaw. 2. 3. And you come back center. Grab a bolster and a blanket. I would love you to take Sevasana for a couple minutes. I'm going to put the bolster here. Please know that the bolster is for you to put your knee on top of it. This is going to help you to relax the muscles, the lower part of the back that is tight. When your knee is bent, those legs muscles are going to relax so it doesn't pull. So when you lie down this way, you feel more easier to let go and make your body heavy. So you put your knees on top of that. So your legs are in a bent position, and have a blanket cover your whole body. Yeah. You can go to the side first, come down to your back and lie down with the knees bent. Cover yourself with the blanket. Your arm is kind of by your side, palm facing up, and situate your body just a little bit. Just shuffle, wiggle until you find that sweet spot. And close your eyes, please. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go, and let the body sink a little deeper into the earth beneath you. And you bring your focus to your breath and the response of your body. When the exhale comes, your body let go a little bit more from head to toes. Feel that your eyes are sinking down toward their own sockets. Your cheeks soften. The bottom jaw relax away from the top, and your lip open slightly. Deep inhale. Exhale, let go of your neck, shoulder, arms. Deep inhale. And you allow your trunk to sink deeper. Your hips are heavy. Your legs relax. And you focus softly into this moment. Allow the world to be as it is without you make any more story, any belief, any right, any wrong on top of them. And let go some more. Next inhalation, make it nice and deep. And exhale through your mouth. And you breathe normally in and out through your nose as you start to wiggling your toes and your fingers. Turn your head side to side. And mindfully draw your knees back toward your chest. Hug yourself and just rock gently side to side. And then rock all the way to the right side of your mat. Lift your head, extend your right arms, and you rest your right cheek on top of the arms, left hand in front of you. And use the strength of your left hand to bring yourself back up to a seated position. If you cannot sit cross-legged on the floor comfortably, a bolster will be a good chair for you. You sit on it, cross your legs. Have your left hand right in front of your heart and your right hand right in front of your belly, and you close your eyes. 3 more deep breaths right here. Feel the expansion of the body into your palms. And when the exhale comes, you feel it move away from your palms. And this is it. You did it. The stretch you need to learn to remove any tension, stress, and anxiety that has been collected within your body. Can you join your palms together? Bring your thumb to your third eye, and you just bow down to your own self and say thank you to yourself. And from that, you can let go and open your eyes and meet me at the end of the class to allow me to say thank you, to take the time to take good care of yourself. I cannot be any happier. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Considering subscribe if you care to be in this world in such a way that you can continue to stay young, healthy, and happy. Please know that we are bombarded with informations. Yes, I am one of them. But we have to learn now to be wise of how or which information, which food, which drink that we want to consume with products that we want to use that is actually benefit to us. If you like this video, please considering give it a thumbs up. Now, all the products that I ask you to have, if you do not yet have them, I actually will link my Amazon associate link on the description so you can go there and get the product. I am looking forward to see you again in the next video, everyone. Namaste.